Hello and welcome to Module 2, Intermediate Internet Skills and Cyber Security. In this module, we are teaching on navigating the web, basic internet skills, and security. Web browsers. Web browsers are essential tools for accessing and navigating the internet. Web browsers allow accessing internet through a graphical interface, providing key features like tabbed browsing, extensions, and privacy mode. These features allow for efficient, customized, and private web browsing experiences. Tab browsing allows users to open multiple web pages in different tabs. This way, the user can switch between multiple web pages, multiple browser windows. Extensions. Extensions allow users to customize their browser by adding new features and new functionality. Privacy mode allows the users to browse the web without saving browsing history or website data locally. Now we are set to discuss on popular web browsers, their key features and differences. Google Chrome is known for its speed and a rich ecosystem of extensions. Google Chrome extensions are programs that can be installed into Chrome in order to change its functionality. Examples of what the extensions could do include blocking advertisements from being displayed, password management and retention, protection of privacy and making web browsing more secure, which we would call the incognito mode. Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla Firefox focuses on user privacy and offers extensive customization. The Mozilla Firefox also has the developer tools, a robust tools for web developers. Next up is Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge is well integrated with Microsoft Windows. It is fast and offers a better compatibility with Windows operating system. Microsoft Edge also has the features like tab browsing, privacy, and extensions. I'll be navigating some of the web browsers so you see how the interface looks like and some of their features. Here is Google Chrome. In Google Chrome, like other browsers, you can have multiple browser tabs to check for different things at the same time. This icon here represents extensions. For more extensions, I could visit Chrome Web Store to get more extensions. For privacy, I click on these three dots to give me drop-down options from which I choose the incognito window. Now I have a new private tab where the history of my browsing data is not recorded. As we also discussed, Google Chrome offers a password manager to keep your passwords safely within the web browser. And the last one, Safari, which is majorly compatible with Mac OS. That is iPhones, MacBooks, and other Apple products. Effective searching using search engines. A search engine is a software program that helps people find information they're looking for online using keywords or phrases. Google and Bing are two popular search engines. And like the saying goes, ask Google. Google and Bing allow users to search the web for any and every kind of information. For effective searching, I'll be sharing with you a step-by-step guide and explanation using Google. So let's get to it. The first step is to type in google.com. It takes you right into Google. And next is to define your query using specific keywords. For example, weather forecasts in Abuja. What the search engine does is that in a split second, it surfs the internet searching through major and minor links, websites, databases, and materials to find relevant answers to what your queries are. Another example, best Italian restaurants in Abuja. Searching this information on Google has produced 1.5 million results in 0.44 seconds. This is the time record Google has used in checking major databases for Italian restaurants in Abuja. Another effective way to search on Google is using descriptive phrases. For example, healthy, vegetarian, recipe for beginners. This provides more context or specifies your query a little bit further. To further improve the quality of the results you get from Google search, there's a filter option here. You filter based on maps, videos, news, books, or finance. You can further use the tools options here to filter based on time, year, and based on month. You could restrict the kind of information that comes back to you from the search to make it a bit safe, especially if you're trying to avoid explicit contents. You click on the safe search and blur explicit images. Many times, the search engine filters your information and produces what it thinks is your most important result at the first page of your search engine. You can further go down to check the second page, the third page, fourth page, fifth page, sixth page to find as much information. However, personally, what are the chances that your answers are on the sixth, seventh, eighth page? So what I'd rather do is to refine my search. For example, I could use latest iPhone 13 Pro reviews from Nigerians. This way, I don't have to keep searching page by page. It tailors my results to the refined question I have asked the search engine. You can refine and repeat and try again for better results. By following these steps, you can efficiently find the information you need on both Google and Bing. Now we'll get into understanding URLs and bookmarks. URL, which stands for Uniform Resource Locator, is like the address for websites, simply the website address on the internet. However, it's made of several essential parts. They all work together to help these websites and to help the web browser find and display the information you're looking for from the website. Just like locating one's home address. You have the house number, the street name, the state name, the country name. All of these make up one's address. And this is quite similar to the URL structure. In the URL structure, we have the protocol, the domain, the path, and the query. The domain is split into subdomain, domain name, and top-level domain. Think of the protocol as the language your web browser uses to talk to the server. Or don't think deep about it at all, because there are two common protocols, HTTP and HTTPS. The difference between the HTTP and the HTTPS is the security involved. One has a higher security. Your guess is right, the one with the S. The S indicates more security. Domain name. This is the actual name of the website. For example, www.google.com. That is a domain name. A domain name can then be split into three parts: the subdomain, the domain name, and the top-level domain. The subdomain is quite optional. It appears before the main domain name. The domain name is the core part of the domain, representing the primary name of the website or organization. For example, www.facebook.com. Facebook is the core part of the domain, representing the name of the website or organization. Then we have the top level domain, TLD. This is the last part of the domain, and the examples are .com, .org, .net, .co, .ac.uk, .gov, .edu, and so on and so forth. From a URL, you can determine the path. The path tells your browser where to find a specific file or page on the server. And I will show you an example of the URL right away. www.youtube.com is an example of a URL in this case. www is the subdomain, YouTube, the main domain, and .com is top domain. Next up is bookmarks. What is a bookmark? A bookmark is a digital way to save a URL or a website so that you can easily revisit it later. Why do we use bookmarks? Bookmarks are quite handy because they save you time and effort. So instead of typing a web address every time, you can simply just click on the bookmark to get directly to the desired location. Now, how to create a bookmark? Open your web browser. I'll be using Chrome in this case. So for the first time, while visiting the page, I could type in the URL or the website address. Subsequently, I do not want to keep typing to get to the page or a part of the page. So I click on this star sign here on the top right corner. Select bookmark. I name it YouTube. I could put it in whatever bookmark bar, click done, and here I have bookmarked my page. Whenever I need to visit this site, I don't need to keep scrolling or typing. I click on this, click on bookmarks, show my bookmarks, bookmark manager, and I'll find my bookmarks here. Because I have bookmarked YouTube, I have the YouTube shortcuts just here. If I bookmark Google or .com, I would have a shortcut to Google just on my bar. You could also like to bookmark a particular element in a website so that I can always get back to it. I click on this, I bookmark it, and subsequently I can always check for that video. Now let's discuss antivirus. What is an antivirus? An antivirus is simply a program designed to protect your computer from malicious software, also known as malware. A malware includes viruses, trojans, spyware, and so much more. Antivirus is simply essential to keep your computer safe from any harmful software that can steal your personal information, change your files, damage your files, or disrupt computer's functionality. Now, how do antivirus work? Antivirus scan your computer files for known patterns or signatures of malware. It also detects a threat, either threats that are already in the computer or new threats that are aiming to get into your computer. It takes action to quarantine or remove this malicious file, preventing it from harming your system or breaching your privacy. Malware protection. You protect your computer from malware by using anti-malware softwares. You install and run anti-malware programs to scan and to remove malware. It is very important to update your softwares generally because some of these softwares have designs that are updated, and their vulnerabilities patched frequently. It is also important to be cautious when downloading files and visiting websites to be sure that they are trusted websites. I have 3 instances here. One is having one of your softwares out of date. This is the kind of pop-up messages that come up when your softwares are not up to date. It is important that you update your softwares. When you download updates, a progress bar shows the files are being downloaded. After updates are done, it's important to restart your computer to finish installing these important updates. What is a VPN? A VPN is virtual private network. This is a technology for encrypting your internet traffic and hiding your IP address. It provides important privacy, security, and other benefits that protect you while you're online. Protects you against hackers and malware by creating a secure tunnel, which allows a high level of privacy while you are online. VPNs also allow you to access region-restricted content by changing your virtual location. So it means that for content that are bad in your location, you can use the VPN to change your virtual location. Setting up your email. You can choose an email provider from popular options, which include Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo Mail, and so on. After choosing your preferred email provider, you create an account, providing your name and the desired email address and password. Having done this, you click confirmation link in the email sent by your provider. Following these steps allows you to set up a new email account with any major provider. For example, creating a Google email, you have to input your first name, your last name, and the username you would like to use, a password, and a confirmation of your password. The password has to be at least 8 or more characters. Email management. I'll be sharing with you how to effectively manage incoming mails through replying, forwarding, and organization. This is an important intermediate internet skill. Here is how my Gmail looks like. I have my inbox, my start, snooze, sent, and more categories. And here's a message from Otitoju Olumide Ademola. He sent this message to me on the 17th of August. I forwarded his message and attachments to IT Sticks. I would like to reply or forward this message to any other mail as it is. I forward and I put the email here. However, we will say that. And I send the email. I could also just reply this email. IT Sticks. Done. And I click send. And here is how to reply or forward your emails. You wish to involve a third party that is not in your correspondence, or you wish to, as the word implies, forward the message to someone else. It is important that you are vigilant about attachments and phishing to keep your email secure. Spot suspicious links, pay attention to the sender addresses, and this is how to identify phishing emails. You have an image of an email with a suspicious zip file attachment that the user should not open. On opening this, it causes a compromise to your computer. Also here is an image of an encrypted email that cannot be read without proper credentials. And here is an icon image representing a generic attachment that could contain viruses. This is an example of an email asking you to provide personal information like your bank account details. This is likely a phishing attempt. Be wary of emails containing links or attachments from unknown senders, as they may contain malware or direct you to fake websites. You're advised to look out for emails impersonating legitimate organizations and companies you know. Check the sender's emails address carefully and do your due diligence. This is the end of Module 2. Thank you and see you in Module 3.